Hello, I'm Azaikyousuke. Welcome back to Template, an angel's gift. So yeah, I didn't really go to, you know, do DDR today. Today was supposed to be just another cardio day, but my friend said he couldn't watch. I'm really mostly playing DDR just to, stream it to him. I also have fun playing the game, of course, but sometimes I'm just too lazy to go out when I don't really need to go out. Kind of like days where I just want to get back my introverted energy, where I don't have to go outside. But yeah, I forgot that this game is actually quite low, so let me bump that up for you guys. There you go. It's at minus 3 decibels. Usually it's like at minus 10 to minus 9 where I put it on my recording software, but I don't know what's going on with this game. It's just very low on the audio side. I took a look at the the recording, the previous recording, episode 1. And yeah, after I bump it up to minus 3, it sounds much better for you guys anyway. For me, it's still very quiet, but, I can always turn it up on my headphones or whatever, but I don't really care too much for the most part. But yeah, let me just do the last episode recap before we start off this episode. So, on the previous episode, we basically know that we have this power called Tempuru, right? Tempuru? Tempure? Not Tempuru? I think Tempuru is like Temple, which is a manga from the guy who made Grand Blue Dreaming. So, it's basically an unknown power that made cliche stuff happen to us. And I guess most of the cliche stuff that happen is gonna revolve around romance. We still have no idea. It's basically this power that, I don't know, some sort of hamster looking guy was giving to us. And yeah, we have a childhood friend. We have a second childhood friend, Shio here, which turns out to be a transfer student that we met after we ran around a corner and she was eating some stupid sandwich. I forgot if it was sandwich or something else. I don't know. But it was a very typical thing that would happen in rom-com back in the day. So yeah, she's the transfer student, and turns out she's going to be our stepsister because our father remarried. And then, what's this girl's name? I know that girl in the bottom left is Shio, the top left girl is Rine. But I actually forgot the girl in the pink hair. Let me go to the config, I guess, to remember who she is. There you go, Senna. This kind of spoils a lot of the other characters. We haven't even found this chick, Miori. And who the heck is Matsuri? Rory, we know is the, teacher. And Algol is that, alien guy who gave us the power. But yeah, I don't really know what's gonna happen next. We just had a celebration on the previous episode, like the previous scene that we did on the previous episode. And yeah, we were eating some bad food that Shio made and passed out. I'm called Sora? Okay. Yeah. Forgot my name's Sora. My heavy eyelids slowly open to reveal an unfamiliar ceiling. Just kidding. It's a very familiar ceiling. By the time this episode is out, by the way, Utaru Rumono, the first episode, should be out on Patreon if you guys want to watch that. I'm going to be doing the one on Steam, not the original one. That's an 18 game plus game. But I probably will be getting the 8 scenes anyway for people on Patreon. And you guys will probably know where those scenes are going to be changed. Since I do think that the CG stay the same. At least the CG prior to what happened before they had sex. Yep. All the stains are in the right places. This is my living room. Man, if you guys have stains in your freaking ceiling, at the very least have some sort of mop or something so that you can get rid of it. From the feel of what I'm lying on, I must be on the sofa. There's a blanket covering me. My consciousness is back, but my mind remains woozy. When this happens, it's usually because I have been dreaming just before waking up. See? I think I told you guys this on the previous episode too, but there's been so many weird, not even weird, this is definitely a bad translation. Is the guy that's doing this translation different from the guy that was doing it for Karigurashi Renai? I'm gonna guess yes. There's been so many, like, I wouldn't say very big mistranslations, but you can definitely tell that this guy is probably not a native English speaker. I'm not native, but I've been exposed to English ever since I was like 6 years old. So it's kind of like my mother tongue at this point. So when things are off, I get a feel for it. Sadly, dreams tend to be forgotten once you do wake up. Sometimes you remember them, but too fragmented to really know what was what. So my only real thought of the matter right now is, huh, I had a dream. Neat. Up. My spine cracks as I remove the blanket and sit up. Ow, my back. Now, why was I sleeping out here in the first place? Not to brag, but when I sleep in bed. And when I die, it'll be in bed too. You don't know that. You don't know that, Sora. For all we know, there could be an accident. People want to die in bed, but they don't always die in bed, you know? Thus, it's extremely unlikely that I willingly chose to sleep out here. What even happened last night? Let's see, we were throwing a welcome party for Shio, my new little sister. I was trying to cover for Senna when she accidentally hit a sore spot during conversation. Ah, I ate whatever that was. I tried to man my way through it and ended up collapsing on the spot. It was probably the most intense experience I've ever had. Even remembering it now makes me feel dizzy. Hell, I'm impressed I didn't die. Good job, man. Better not let Shio handle the cooking. How do you even turn perfectly normal ingredients into something toxic? My life was in danger yesterday. It's the rom-com thing. This is the template power, actually. I don't know. I'm just guessing, but I don't understand the reason why this is such a thing in anime. It's so stupid. Shio's and Senna's very nearly could have been too. Ugh. After a quick run through of yesterday's events, my bladder decides it's time to say good morning. If everyone else was eating this shit, I don't think they were gonna, chow through all of the freaking portions. You're just dumb, Sora. Guess I haven't gone since yesterday, huh? Bladder must be pretty full right now. I feel like that should be my bladder. Kind of weird where you say your bladder without my or anyone else's, right? Without the subject. It's not healthy to hold in your pee, so let's get this dealt with. Out of the way. Guy with a full bladder coming through. This is gonna be another Shio scene in the bathroom. This game is too freaking predictable. It can't be Senna, right? I lowered the zipper on my pants so that I'm ready to blow the moment I reach the toilet. This is a one-man household, and that's what allows you to perform this hidden art. I hold my pants in place with one hand while opening the bathroom door with the other. Aloha. Why are we doing this? The toilet should be waiting, seat raised and gagging for my urine, just on the other side of the door. Except there's a problem. First of all, the seat isn't raised. Second, and perhaps most importantly, there's instead an incredibly relaxed Shio who has dropped her guard entirely. They say a person is at their most defenseless when they're relieving themselves, and it turns out Shio is no exception. Except, I don't have time for these idle observations. This is another damn cliche. The one that always happens the morning after a girl moves in. I don't get it, man. See, I guess this game isn't really that serious, but if you know that you have the power of cliche, shouldn't you, anticipate that this would happen? And you would prevent it from happening? And after everything that happened yesterday too, I'm in such deep shit. It's only now that it's too late that Senna's warning comes to mind. Chase? Am I supposed to... What am I saying? Say cheese? Who would have guessed she was stripping an event flag for the following morning at that precise moment? No one, Datsu. Nah, if you know about this... See, this is why I feel like this guy's a fuckboy. If you know that this has been happening for the past 10 years, you've been already... You know, you should have known that this would happen. If you were... you don't even need to be smart. Your habits, your way of thinking, everything should just be a natural occurrence for you. And you should be able to adapt in the 10 years. Also, I blame Shio and her terrible cooking for knocking the thought clean from my mind. Shio's relaxation time comes to a close while I'm still desperately trying to shift the blame. Hey, you know, your boobs are way bigger from this angle than when we take a look at you normally. Yes, it would seem so. Well, you see... Can you actually see anything? No, you can't. YouTube's fine. I'm not? Sorry. No sooner does she say this than I run away from my little sister and her demonic expression, slamming the door behind me. I've safely made my escape to the living room now. Shio's gonna be furious with me. Even a miraculous appearance from Senna won't help my defense. I'm once again worried about whether I'm actually going to manage living together with Shio. The greater worry, though, perhaps, is how I'm meant to stop my bladder from bursting after blue balling it just a moment ago. You're a guy, you can probably just use a mug or something. After this, I'm forced to continue to endure the agony of my about-to-burst bladder alongside Shio's scornful looks as I'm given another lecture. I must say I'm quite proud of myself. Not that I'd say I don't deserve it, mind you. In fact, I'm already trying to find an opportunity to restore my reputation, so that should prove it. Shio-san? I call out to my darling sister who's now relaxing and watching TV after having eaten a breakfast mainly consisting of last night's leftovers. Well, I'd very much like the opportunity to apologize for my previous actions, you see, so... Right. It's hard to say what I want, given the atmosphere, so maybe I should just go for broke. Give me a chance to restore my reputation, Shio. Specifically, I was thinking maybe I could help you unpack your things. That was quick. She didn't even say she didn't need help. She said I couldn't do it. Why not? I'm sure you could use the help. No? You know, after playing Karigurashi Renai, I kind of appreciate girls that have pajamas. Yori's pajamas was pretty damn nice. This one looks nice too. But I do think Yori's looks nicer. I'm probably just biased though. Why is it that her sweet smile is so terrifying? But still, I must persist. Please, I can change. I would never. Look, I can admit that I'd probably get unlucky and find her undies, but still. Please, Shio, I'm begging you. I mean, you can just move the boxes inside of her room and then that's it. You know, you don't have to unpack. You can maybe like open the sellotape that's trying to seal the boxes and that's it. Just having the boxes inside of the room itself is good enough, right? Or maybe after you do that, she can try to... I don't know. How organized is she? If I were like moving, I'd probably put some sort of label on each of the stuff that I have on the boxes. Yes, no matter what. that badly.
そうですか。
Oh, have you finally given in, my dear sister of mine?
女子の荷ほどきをどうしても手伝いたいなんて。兄さんはどうしようもない変態さんなのですね。
What the hell? Why would she say that? Mean?
とにかく、兄さんに回復してほしい名誉とかはありませんから。もう十分です。
She's so happy I ate her, you know, garbage food. And she really thinks I'm despicable. All my begging and it's still a no? She won't even throw me a bone.
ああ、それから兄さん、
What's up?
せっかくのお休みなのですから、外の空気でも吸ってきたらどうですか？
Oh yeah, today's a weekend. She trying to drive me away in a polite manner or something? I guess she owed the Iron Fortress remains impenetrable for today. Okay, fine. It's time for a strategic retreat. I feel too awkward to stay at home anyway, so I think I should get out for a while. I'll ask Santa to help Shio just in case. You know, I said that I used to enjoy the Couple 1 and the Couple 2 back when I was younger. I wonder if I were to play it right now, my feelings on it would be the same. I'm not sure. I actually rated the Couple 1 quite highly because I like one of the female like heroines there. I'm a sucker for Kotori, Shirakawa Kotori. I know that the Capo had a remake, but I think they changed the VA, so I'm kind of disappointed. I think the VA for Shirakawa Kotori was Yui Horia. Though I do think the one that was on the Eroge version was different. Yui Horia was on the anime and also the console versions. But I know she was the one that sang the song. The Kaze song. It was about the wind. Wind of love or something. So I just kind of ended up wandering out here. Leaving the house was all well and good, but honestly, I don't actually have anywhere to go. Not that there's nothing worth seeing, but just that there's no point to doing so. I figured I might as well see what was going around here. Going around here? That should be going on, right? What was going around? Yeah, for sure, that should be going on. So this is where I came wandering over to, but for no real reason. Takayama Station, the sole station for the line that cuts straight through the center of town. Out here, we're more of a car-based society. Really? This country must be rich. Weekends and vacations... Sorry, not the country, but the town must be rich. Weekends and vacations see far more tourists at the station than locals. Nothing to do except people watch, I guess. People watch? People do this? There's a mini plaza in the middle of the station. Forecourt? Forecourt? The heck is a forecourt? I plunked myself down on one of the benches there. I let out a heavy sigh. It feels like ages since I was last alone to myself. We've got some sunlight today, decent weather for killing time outside. I look over in the direction of the footwalk in order to start my people watching. Footwalk? Is that really what people usually say for the pedestrian road? Everyone looks pretty chipper. Here in Takayama for a spot of sightseeing. For a spot of sightseeing, are they? Well, I hope they have a great time. The occasional birdsong I hear adds a pleasant touch of proceedings. Touch to proceedings. And the temperature? Exquisite. 3 cheers for peace. Even the tranquil can be a cliche on occasion. If only I had some green tea and rice cakes. The beggars can't be choosers. Could have gone to the convenience store first, or... Ooh, but mochi might have been better than rice cakes. That souvenir shop probably sells them, if I really want to do this. Hell, why don't I just buy the whole set? My allowance is more than I need in a typical month, so why not splurge on mini luxuries every now and again? Every now and again? Should be just now and then. I mean, now and again probably works too, but you guys can understand the reason why I said that the translator might not be, you know, native. That is a weird term to use. Especially in that context, right? I declare my people watching pause for the moment. I stand up from the bench in order to go and indulge myself. Right at that very moment, however, I feel a tug on my sleeve. Hmm? I look over in the direction of the tug to find a small girl. Hey, we got spoiled. I think your name was Miori? Or was that the bigger chicken?
好きにカスタマイズするといい。
Oh, you're Matsuri. You're probably this chick's little sister. Why does this chick have a freaking like cat ear looking head? Cat ear looking hair, I guess? Age wise, well, she's definitely younger than I am. Just say she's 12. I'd say she's from a well to do family based on appearance. Her clothes are what I think would be classed as gothic style. What? How is this gothic? What? There's no way this is gothic.
あの
The girl's expression remains stiff. Her face pointed slightly downwards, and she continues holding onto my sleeve. At times like this, the elder should take the lead naturally. Something the matter, little lady? I squat down to look her in the eyes. I do my best to give her the cheeriest smile I can muster. Does this come across as a cheery smile and not a creepy one, right? Yesterday's verbal assault from Shio still remains lodged firmly into my heart, you see. I can't tell if my charm offensive? What? Is working or not. What the fuck is charm offensive? Offensive charm? Offensive charm also doesn't sound right. But charm offensive sounds even wronger, if that's a word. But the girl takes a small breath and then looks up.
あなたを待っていました。
Sorry?
そのずっとあなたに会いたかったんです。
I beg your pardon? The line she's coming up with could easily have come from a romance manga. Could this kid be another cliche assassin sent after me? I do hope the next thing she says isn't, "You're my soulmate," or anything like that. We're not living in a fairy tale. So, why exactly were you hoping to meet me?
お兄さんにこれをお返ししたくて。
My intuition was wrong, and I couldn't be happier. The young girl courteously directs my attention to the umbrella hanging from her arm. Wait a second. I thought it just part of the outfit, but on closer inspection, it's actually a man's umbrella. One that I've seen before at that. I'm actually playing Majiko at the moment, and in in freaking Masato's side route, or sorry, not Masato. Masato's from Little Buster. Gakuto's. He actually handed out like brand name umbrellas, so a lot of people were trying to hit on them. It's just so stupid, man. And the reason why is that because it was raining, right? So if he were to give out umbrellas for people, it'd have a bigger chance if it's a named umbrella that they were gonna call the guy or call him, I guess, to give it back. But it's so stupid. Oh, that's the one I lent out the other day.
はい、思い出していただけましたか？
How come I don't remember you if I lent it to you? Of course.
よかった。
Oh, she's smiling now. Guess she's no longer a bundle of nerves. Right, of course. You're the girl from back then.
はい。
I didn't really get a good look at her face in the moment, you see. It was several days ago now. It was raining, and Senna and I happened to be passing by the station when we came across an unfortunate young girl without an umbrella. It was already early evening, and the rain showed no signs of letting up before nightfall. There were no other adults nearby, and I could hardly bring myself to abandon a worried-looking girl who was all on her own. So I ended up lending her my umbrella. That, unfortunately, meant I got stuck sharing an umbrella with Senna. But both the girl and I, for some reason... What? But both the girl and... Sorry, and not I, sorry. And for some reason, Senna were delighted, so I have no regrets. I was worried someone would see the two of us sharing an umbrella, though. I'd given up on ever seeing that umbrella again. I can't believe you came to give it back to me.
借りたものはお返しするのが筋ですし、お礼も言いたかったので。
Oh no, thank you.
いえ、こちらこそありがとうございまし した。
You're more than welcome. She speaks in such a mature manner, but the bashful, childlike look on her face is ever so adorable. What a sweet girl. Just the kind you wish you could take home with you and protect from all the world's dangers. Alas, I shall have to settle for just petting her on the head for now. She suddenly goes bright red and looks down at the floor. Is she okay? I mean, it's kind of, well, I don't know how old she is. If she's like super, super young, maybe it's okay to just pat her head after she did something good. Oh, sorry. Did I hurt you? But this is like a stranger, right? Not like our cousin, or sorry, not cousin, but like not our niece, not our nephew. No one close to us in terms of family.
いえ、それはないです。
Right. I'm not sure what's going on, but at least she doesn't seem to have taken issue with my actions.
そろそろ失礼させていただこうかと。
Oh, cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to hold you up.
そんなことありません。嬉しかったです。
Wow, she's even mastered the art of flattery. Impressive for such a young girl. I think my own sister could learn a thing or two from her innocence. See you around then. Be careful on the way home.
はい。それではまた。
I don't think that's goodbye for now. Mata is like just goodbye. The girl hands over my umbrella, then races back across the road with bright red cheeks. Oh, oops. We never did tell each other our names. But hey, if she comes to the station as often as she seems to, I can always ask the next time we run into each other. I'm hardly going to overlook an elegant young lady like her now, am I? Having said that, kind of feels like people are staring. Did I do something wrong? I suppose to a complete stranger looking in, a much bigger friend started acting all friendly with a young girl and ended up petting her on the head. Only for that girl to run away bright red in the face. Do I look like a freaking pedophile now? I think I'm just barely on the right side of having a police report made. Let me make it clear right now, I'm not of that persuasion. Persuasion? Is that even the correct word in this context? Still, people have gotten a lot more concerned with keeping a watchful eye on children these days. We should probably go someplace else, just in case I do find myself getting into trouble for no reason. I leave the station and wander around for a little longer. Takayama has streets that have survived since the Edo period, which has led to it making a decent name for itself as a little Kyoto. Is Takayama an actual town in Japan? There's lots of cities that I don't know in Japan, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's an actual one. However, the street I'm currently on is the complete opposite of that. One of my friends is actually going to Japan in about a month. He's gonna be somewhere in Nagoya, or I guess not Nagoya. Nagoya is like the big city there, but it's like a more suburban city from there. The shopping district caters to the local needs. You'll hardly ever see a tourist out this way. Shirayama Park with its castle ruins. Cater? Sorry, my friend says it's not cater, it's cater. Yeah, whatever, pros. Probably would have been a better place to kill time. If only I'd ridden my bike out here today. It's not super far away from the station, but it's just far away enough to make walking inconvenient. And so, like a migratory, I guess? Migratory bird without a perch to land on, I find myself wandering through Amagahara's shopping district. Hey, sometimes it's nice to have a day like this. Though given its focus on locals, I'm going to have a hard time killing time here. You know, I think I'm good spending the rest of the day here. And it's this glorious afternoon weather that's to blame. It feels so nice that I'm struggling to motivate myself to do anything different. I've decided, today's the perfect day for a stroll through the shopping district. Who knows, I might even find something to help me get back into Shio's good graces. Really nice weather we're having though. A pleasant breeze draws my gaze up toward the sky. I barely pay attention to the weather for the most part, as long as it's not raining. So I'm not really one of those guys that can really enjoy just taking a look at the sky and then be like, oh my god, yeah, nice weather. Not really one of those people. A brilliant blue sky stretches out as far as the eye can see. I bet the stars will be pretty tonight too. Yeah, right. The stars in Japan? Yeah, right. Stars anywhere? Come on. There's way too much, light pollution to have stars anywhere in the world nowadays. Right as I'm in the middle of daydreaming, a shadow gets cast across my field of vision. There were no clouds of note when I looked at a moment ago. Oh, this is the Miori chick. Are you also an alien because you have those weird cat ears or cat hair things? A voice accompanies the quickly embiggening shadow. Embiggening? It's a word? What the? Behold, a maid is falling from the sky. You never know what to expect when it comes to cliches, but this certainly wasn't it.
落ちる
Is that green? What sort of panty color is that? That girl's gonna end up splattered over the pavement if I don't do something. Heavens to Betsy? What? Save our souls? What was this in the original translation? Who the fuck is Betsy? Whoa. I just about managed to catch the girl. Unfortunately. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm unable to stop my horizontal momentum, and the two of us start toppling to the floor. Crap, I at least need to make sure she's okay. She didn't sound very concerned. I let out a pathetic sound as the back of my head slams against the pavement. Ouch! I feel hard asphalt and throbbing pain at the back of my head.
大丈夫
Yeah, more or less. I currently can't see anything, however. You're not hurt, are you? How can I not see anything? Did I not, jump to try to catch her in my arms? Oh, good. That's a relief at least.
あなたどうして受け止めようとしたの
Well, cause you'd have gotten really hurt if you dropped straight onto the pavement?
それだけ
I guess. I was also hoping to pull it off with style and earn some cool points. But well, you can see how that ended up.
その気概だけは評価する
Sorry, what was that?
こっちの話
Well, whatever. There are more important issues right now. The first being the fact that I can only see pitch black. I reach out to see if I can touch or feel whatever it is. How am I not seeing anything? What is the... This is why sometimes I feel like we need to see what the MC's doing rather than CGs of just the girl. Where are our heads? Where is our head located at right now? The CG doesn't make sense otherwise. Oh, something feels warm and soft. Both of my hands cup around gentle slopes that press back out against them. Gah. Am I sniffing her panties or something right now? Is that where my head is? For some reason, the darkness is now pressing down on me harder. The back of my head is being squished into the asphalt. Ow, that hurts. Or maybe she's sitting on my head? And I'm trying to grope her from behind my back? Is that what's going on? Hey, quit it!
こっちのセリフ
Yeah, she has a tail right. Oh no, that... Okay, there we go, there we go. Yeah, I guess that's what happened. So, exactly what I said. So stupid, this game. Her voice is cold, almost robotic. Huh? But yeah, the thing is, even though this game is stupid, unlike Karigurashi Renai, this MC sucks. Sora sucks as an MC, man.
満足プラチモノさん
With what? That's why I don't feel the joy in voice acting this Sora guy. This guy's a fuckboy. I push the darkness off of my face. only to find the falling mate from earlier giving me an icy cold stare. What's going on?
わからない。あなたがしたこと。
Though the maid is an absolute beauty in her own right, her voice is entirely monotone, never rising, never lowering. I hold my arms out in front of me, which brings my hands right up to... I guess instead of... Yeah, I thought it was gonna be her sitting at the back of our head. But turns out we were already just in front of her panties. But I guess in this... like, the skirt would probably block our vision, so we don't know what the hell we're seeing. Instead of how it is in the CG right here. Oh, that's her mately chest. That's where the cliche was hiding. Sorry.
帳消しどころかマイナス。
No, wait. This is all the misunder...
ちょっと桜井くん。
Is that that Renee chicken? Ugh. Is that who I think it is? Yup. It's no other than the person I least wanted to see at this moment in time.
何をやってるんですかあなたは。
So everyone just gets a panty shot in this game, huh? Our ever diligent class representative.
欲しいの面前で女の子を。ケツです。
Now I have another girl staring down at me from the exact same position. It's not what you think.
何が違うんですか。
I was looking up at the sky.
コスプレした女の子を抱えてバカにしないでくれますか。
No. Well, yes, I am embracing a girl currently, but that happened after I looked up at the sky.
あと桜井くんが空を見てる間に女の子が抱きついてきたとでも。
Yes? No. I was looking up at the sky when this girl came falling out of it.
あ、そんなことあるわけないでしょ。
I'm telling you, it really happened. How else would I have ended up in this position? Did she even say something? I swear I don't hear it. The voices in this game, man, it's too low. Yikes, she's acting the same way Shio did this morning. Am I really that untrustworthy?
仮にそうだとして女の子を抱き留めるだけならそんな体勢にはならないわよね。
Yeah. Well, you see, I failed to stylishly catch the girl that was falling from the sky. And as for what happened after that, I'd rather not inform her class representative. I'm actually gonna make the music volume a bit lower. Because the music is way louder than the freaking game, than the freaking voices. It's so weird, man. Is this really 100%? It's insane.
それでハレンチなことをしながら見る空は何色だったのかしら。
Blue? It was pitch black. Come on, just hear me out, Fujimiya-san. Wait, of course, the maid was witness to everything. She can explain things. Hey, you mind explaining everything that happened to this girl? Wait, where'd she go? She was right on top of me a moment ago. Why me? The maid is no longer anywhere to be seen.
桜井くんが逃げられるようなことをしたからじゃないですか。
I mean, the fact that she ran away means that, you know, I didn't do anything dangerous to her, right? If I was actually doing something stupid, she probably would have gone to you and reported me. I'm not, but I would if I could.
そうですか。では決まりですね。
Wait, I promise I can explain everything.
待ちません。学外でこんなことして、これは校則違反どころか犯罪行為よ。ことと次第によっては、桜井くんには出るとこに出てもらわないといけませんね。
Anything but that. Come on. It'd be false charges, but I'd still rather not deal with Chio's contempt than Senna's tears. God damn it. I was having a peaceful template of a day this morning, too.
桜井くん、私の話、ちゃんと聞いてるんですか？
I'm listening, Fujimiya-san. Fujimiya goes bright red with anger. I sigh yet again as I'm forced to listen to her lecture me. Wait, I spent the entire weekend just doing that? What about my Sunday? That was supposed to be a Saturday, wasn't it? Brother. That was a Saturday, right?
までを記録しておくんですね。
Oh, it doesn't tell you the date. It tells you my date. But yeah, it's been a week since I last played. Yeah, I'm awake. Wonder what time it is. I look over at my tab. It's still long before my alarm is due to go off. I'm going back to sleep. I close my eyes. And I toss and turn. And I snuggle under my covers, but it's no use. I just can't get back to sleep. Just rub one off or something. That usually helps you get tired. I've well and truly woken up. My brain has taken the opportunity to start having thoughts again. You think it could afford to be a little more idle on a Monday morning, but alas. I try rolling around under the blankets, but resistance proves futile. I'm going over yesterday's events once more. I guess I'm worried about you after all. I obviously haven't done anything else stupid in her presence. At least I hope I haven't. Either way, I felt too nervous to attempt to close the distance between us. The day ended with me mentally exhausted, but our relationship still hanging in limbo. What to do? Man, there's so much dialogue. There's so much like monologue that I have to talk about. There's so much narration about this guy. But this guy doesn't really spark joy in me. Whenever I voice act any of his lines, it feels like, oh my god, this guy is... I keep thinking this guy is more and more of a fuckboy. I don't think she hates me. Occasionally, she shows signs that she's willing to meet me halfway after all. But we just can't seem to get on the same wavelength. Sprawl out on my bed like a starfish, but the ingenious idea I'm longing to have just won't surface. Like, man, when I voice act these narrations, in my head, I'm thinking, man, this guy is so shallow. This guy is so small. These are the type of things that he's thinking. I get that he's young, but Jesus Christ. When I was in high school, I don't have no time to think about bullshit like this. So I just stare up at the ceiling while thoughts drag on through my hazy mind. Not to mention, this chick is weird as fuck too. Senna comes clambering in through the window like usual, giving me a good idea of what time it is now. Come on, translator. Come on. I don't know whether or not it's the translator or the QCer, but it's for sure the translator. But I don't know, maybe it's both. Well, time to make sure she enjoys herself at least. There were some typos and whatever in Karigurashi Renai, but it wasn't this severe. She wriggles into bed next to me as has become typical. Well, I had assumed I'd be able to feign being asleep. Stop straddling me. This is weird as hell. Sure. Does she not realize that in this position my crotch might actually touch hers? She proved to be too much for me. It's much harder to hold back when you're fully conscious, I'll have you know. Yeah, I woke up early this morning. There's no pulling the wool over Senna's eyes. All she needs to do is take one look at me to know that something's wrong. Is this what having a mom would be like? My mom's a freewheeler like my dad is, so I never experienced much in the way of these things. Maybe that's why I feel the urge to fawn upon Senna's kindness. I might have a fever. Yeah, and my head hurts. That's a lie. Well, not about my head hurting. That's more because of emotional damage. What a stupid lie. She can just hold your hand and touch your forehead to know that your temperature is not rising. I might have, so I think... Huh? I just don't think there's a need for that.
ちゃんと測ってお医者さんに行かなきゃ。
It's not that serious. I can tell, I swear.
お熱が出てる人の体感なんて当てになりません。
Yeah.
だからお姉ちゃんが測ってあげるね。
Senna leans forward, her face coming ever closer to mine. Is she gonna do the forehead thing? Wait, Senna, that's too close.
ほら、動かないで。
Before long, there's zero distance between us. Oh,
じっとしてて、ソラちゃん。
right. Senna's pressed her forehead to mine. I'm not actually particularly hot or cold, but my temperature is definitely going to shoot right up if we stay like this for much longer.
お熱はないね。
just say cold or fever or something. Don't say temperature. What do you mean you don't seem to have a temperature? That is such a bad translation. Whoever this translator is, he needs to do something about it. About his translations, man. Senna tilts her head to the side while still resting her forehead against mine. Because I had issues with Karigurashi Renai's translations, but it was mostly typos and whatever. And it wasn't until you get into the root. This is still the freaking common root. This is my second episode, guys. That's insane.
ソラちゃん、もしかして仮病かな？
There's no choices I've made so far. So the script is literally linear right now. And he's already making so many mistakes. No, I would never.
ソラちゃん。
Okay, I lied. I should have listened to myself. There really is no pulling the wool over her eyes.
もう、嘘ついちゃダメだよ。今日からしおちゃんも一緒なんだから、ちゃんと学園行こうよ。ねえ。
Senna grinds her forehead against mine grinds her forehead into mine as punishment. Okay, okay.
もうしない？
Promise, really.
本当かな？
Senna stares into my eyes. She's so close, too close. Her sweet aroma fills my lungs. I can feel her breath directly against my skin. Shit, now I can't tear my gaze away from her eyes.
どうなのかな？ソラちゃん？
No, I swear, I'm absolutely positively fine.
よろしい。なら許してあげる。
God, this guy's a fuckboy. Thanks. I set her out as I continue staring into her eyes. If I were to just raise my jaw the slightest amount, I'm pretty sure my lips would reach that gentle smile of hers. Senna,
なに？
No, I mustn't be drawn into her eyes.
兄さん、朝ですよ。起きてますか？
They're supposed to be, are you awake? When she was surprised, not the it's morning part. I'm saved and screwed at the same time.
しおちゃん、おはよ
Now's not the moment for such cheery greetings, my dear Senna.
う。おはようございます、セナさん。
The bulging veins across her forehead make her forced smile meaningless. Shio, you don't even need to explain anything. In your situation, it's clear that she's the one that does something. How could you be the one that does something when you're being straddled on? You need to explain jack's shit, Sora. What a fuckboy.
兄さん、お楽しみのところ、大変失礼しました。
Takuma, I miss you. Give me back Takuma. Actually, this is more of a morning routine and...
そうですか、そうですか。
Crap, that came out wrong.
私は下で待ってます。兄さんもセナさんもごゆっくりどうぞ。
Shiro leaves, slamming the door so hard I worried my break.
しおちゃん、どうしたんだろう。怒ってるみたいだったけど。
Who knows? Yeah, no wonder. No wonder? I think that should be I wonder, right? If you were trying to be non-committal with the answer. How can Senna be so sharp when it comes to me and so dense the rest of the time? Here we have a young man and woman getting all cozy in bed together first thing in the morning. That's naturally going to lead to misunderstandings should anyone walk in on them. So I'm hardly surprised that Shio's angry.
よくわからないけど、私はしおちゃんとお話しするね。
That would be a good idea, I think. Anything I say will likely only add fuel to the fire.
じゃあ、私も下行くね。ソラちゃんはきちんと身支度してから降りてきてね。
Will do. Better come up with an excuse for myself, too. What excuse, man? I don't get it. What sort of defense do we even need to do when she's the one that does stuff? This is pissing me off. I can hardly leave Senna to explain everything now. Talk about starting off on the wrong foot. An early morning cliche involving both my best friend and my new stepsister inevitably leads to me breathing the first sigh of the day. When I talk in monotone, you know for a fact that I'm not enjoying shit. And I'm not enjoying this game at the moment. And truth be told, it's not even about the characters. It's just specifically the main character is pissing me off. He's such a fuckboy. Don't you goal me. If you've got something to say, then project it into my brain instead of standing there all smug. In truth, I already know what it would say, and that pisses me off even more. Cheh, I should make you go without breakfast. See how you like that. I vent my anger into fatso as I start my morning routine. Senna goes back to her house to grab her bag before meeting back up with us as per usual. Sure. One difference to our routine, however, is now we have Shio joining us on our journey to class. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. An air of awkwardness once again hangs between Shio and I. Fortunately, Senna helped to explain away this morning's misunderstanding. I wish that was the only problem, but alas. Nope. Senna tilts her head to the side. I'm not sure if she's picked up on the awkwardness. Wait, Chio, where are you going? Chio has briskly walked off ahead of us. You know the way? Oh, okay. But you realize you're meant to take the left there. I point to the road Chio already passed straight by. I mean, you could probably go there in multiple ways. It's just like different alleys and whatever. This is super secret. Local only knowledge. I mean, if it's just like, what, 2 minutes, who fucking cares? Shio looks down at her tab before briskly walking back to us. Whoa, hey Senna! Senna clings to my arm and immediately starts snuggling up to me without a hint of restraint. Cheh, just don't start tugging. It's hard enough to walk like this. Well, yeah, but we have Shio with us now. And speaking of, she's giving us a very displeased glare right now. What is it this time? Don't you go asking me for any more physical contact. It's not happening. Huh? She fiddles with my tie. I feel it tightened up correctly around my neck. How do I even look? I still don't know what the hell I look like in this game. unlike in Karigurashi Rena. Because sometimes we actually have eyes. Right. Thanks, Senna.
どういたしまして。
I kind of like the newlywed feel I get from from moments like this. Or I would if Shio wasn't glaring daggers at me. Oh,
鼻の下伸ばして。まったくだらしない。
I have no such grin. So
どうだか
stupid.
噛んでますし。
Yeah. I wasn't getting all nervous and jittery or anything. No, sorry. You know what? You should have sent a check over your appearance soon.
大丈夫。問題ないです。そうね。しおちゃんは完璧だね。当然です。私は兄さんと違ってだらしなくないですから。
Right. Of course. I was trying to inject a little life into the conversation and ended up getting a thorny punch thrown back in my face. Guess that's nothing new though, huh? I breathe another of the sighs that have become commonplace when dealing with Shio. The three of us arrive at the academy together, whereupon we spot a familiar face by the gates.
前歩いてるのってソラちゃんのとこの藤宮さんですね。そうそう、クラス委員長の子だよね。
Yup. The same one that gave me a thorough rebuking just 2 days ago. Yeah, see, we skipped the day. We actually skipped Sunday. I'd much rather not have to run into her here. Hopefully, I can pretend not to notice her and just walk by.
おはようございます、藤宮さん。あら、桜井さん、おはよう。おはよう。おはようございます、小祝先輩。
But I wanted to ignore her. Sadly, the two girls, knowing nothing about my situation, go ahead and greet her. I'm going to have to do the same or I'll stick out like a sore thumb. Morning, Fujimiya-san.
ええ、おはよう。今日も空が綺麗ね、桜井くん。
Come on, game. She clearly says Sakurai-kun. Damn it. Like, the fact that I'm already, like, pissed off by, by Sora, and then the translation being the way it is, it kind of, like, reinforces me not liking this game. That's why I'm kind of nitpicky about this. Because otherwise, I'd probably be letting it slide a lot more if I was enjoying what I'm currently reading. Sure are.
空？天気の話ですか、藤宮さん。ええ、そんなところです。桜井くんによると、晴れの日は時々豚どころか女の子が降ってくるみたいだから。はあ、どういうこと？
You can practically see the question marks floating above Shio and Senna's heads as they turn to me for an explanation. She's talking about this manga, one of those whatever you write down in this diary ends up coming true kind of stories.
なんですそれ。でもそんなの普通起こらないもんね。確かに現実離れしてますけど。
Right? No girl is ever gonna fall out of the sky into my head. Except for the fact that one already did. Please don't. At least the only saving grace right now I have about this game is that it doesn't blow me with like 8 scenes for an hour and a half like Amaterasu. That's its only saving grace for now.
とにかく何かハレンチなことをされたら言ってくださいね。桜井さん、特にあなたは気をつけてください。
Sure, Rene.
そうですね。
What a shame, class representative. Your warning has come too late.
それでは
I'm just gonna
私はクラスの仕
like
事
call
があ
her
りますの
class
で。
rep. Representative is too much of a mouthful.
それじゃあまた。ええ、また教室で。
Shio's eyes immediately grow colder after Fujimiya leaves.
兄さん、私、藤宮さんに相談した方がいいですか？
I think that's a question mark. I think she should be saying, like, should I have, right? Anything but that. I'm begging you. Damn that class rep. Oh, it's even abbreviated right there. She could just mind her own business. I somehow managed to survive Shiozai's stairs until we make it to our classroom.
Oi, Sora!
Typo? Here comes another familiar face. Yeah, typos like that I'm actually okay with, but when it's like some sentences that make no sense, that's when I kind of feel like it's a big one. Shuta seems awfully happy about something as he races over.
Ohayosu, Sora!
What's up, Shuta?
おはようシュウタくん
おはようございます、セナさん。と、桜井さん？
おはようございます杉野くん
そうそう、俺、杉野修太だ。よろしく。
よろしくお願いします
I don't think the guy in the capo was called Sugino. I forgot what it's called. But, you know, I'm not gonna spoil the capo. But the main like dumb friend is always the same in all those games. At least in 1 and 2. I never did play 3.
でだ、空、ちょっと来い。
What is it this time? We move a short distance away from the two girls. Then Shuta immediately puts me in a headlock. Ugh!
どういうことだよ、空さんよ。
Explain what? Shio's wrath I've debatably earned. Is debatably actually like that? This is the first time I've actually seen the word. It looks weird, huh? But I don't recall doing anything to make Shuta angry with me.
セナさんや、委員長じゃ飽き足らず、転校生まで。相変わらず美少女に囲まれやがって、羨ましい。
So it's the usual then.
ソラちゃんシュウタくんとお話しあるなら私行くね
Oh, sure.
なら私も先に
Right. I see the two girls off from my position under Shuta's arm.
よし、このぐらいでいっか。
He finally releases me. God, what are you playing at?
一言で言うと、人払いだ。
I'm sorry?
これからする話には何かと都合が悪いと思ってな。
We're gonna watch some porn or something? The girls.
ああ、そうだ。
And why couldn't they stay around?
あの場だと、空が極評を買うこと間違いなしな話。
You know, I think I'm good. Save your stories.
いいから聞けよ。俺様の行為も心して受け取れ。
So demanding. Admittedly, it is preferable to have no girls nearby when I'm talking crap with Shuta. I wouldn't want anyone to think I'm the same as him after all. So, get to the point.
おお、聞いてくれるか、心の友よ。
I don't think you're going to give me much choice.
実はな、転校生の情報があるんだ。それも女子。
Another one? Oh, it's gotta be Miori, huh? Again? No way. Transfer students don't grow on trees.
早合点はいけないぜ。人づてならその可能性もあるが、何を隠そう、今回のソースは俺だからな。
Great, so what's this new dating sim you're playing?
現実だよ。たく、お前は俺を何だと思ってやがる。
That you're a genuine freak. The kind who would say shit like every woman is precious and not even bat an eyelid.
ひどい扱いだな。まあ、そうだけど。
So he admits it. Every woman is precious? Yeah, that's pretty weird, my dude.
話戻すけど、遠目から転校生を見たんだよ、俺。
Huh. What are they like?
お、やっぱ気になるか？
More like curiosity.
まあそういうことにしとくわ。で、転校生なんだけど、ツインテが似合うクール系のすっごい美少女だ。
Huh. I feel like a girl fitting that description fell right on my face the other day. But surely not. Come on, it's a cliche or whatever the fuck. Of course it's gotta be her.
きっと空のお眼鏡にかなうと思うぜ。
I'm not that shallow, asshole. How could you even get all that from a distance?
俺の鷹の目と上司への嗅覚を舐めてもらっちゃ困る。こと上司の情報に限れば俺様の右に出るやつなんていないんだよ。
What a useless skill. Is that right? I'll have to take his word for it.
でもなかなか悪が強そうな感じだったな。
There was something different about her?
ああ、まずオーラが違ったね。あれはただものじゃねえ。
How so?
あの空気感舐めてかかったらやられるぞ。
Bro, she's a girl, not a monster you're fighting against. Oh, there's the bell.
時間切れか。ロリ先生が来る前に教室入ろうぜ。
What? Lolly sensei? Is our sensei a lolly? I don't think she looks like a lolly. Yeah. It's Ruri, right?
みんないるか。
Let me try to listen. Did he actually say lolly? Where is it then?
時間切れか。ロリ先生が来る前に教室入ろうぜ。
Yeah, he actually did say lolly. Miss Ruri takes a very brief roll call in between two yawns.
いないやついたら返事しろ。望月先生、いない人は返事できません。藤宮、お前さんは正しい。だが私としては沈黙を持って是としたいんだ。
Do they not have like the same amount of desks for people? Like at my school, if we have an extra desk, you know, early at the beginning of the year, we actually get rid of it to an empty classroom. So every desk should be the same number of people that are in the class.
その方が大変の手間とか省けるだろ。
I've never met a lazier teacher.
先生、それはさすがに。分かったよ。ちゃんと出席取ればいいんだろ。
Is she really getting all sulky with a student? Miss Rory starts yawning her way through the register, calling out one name after the next. The register is open, but she's not actually looking at it, so surprisingly, she's actually memorized all her names. What the heck is a register in this context?
桜井な、男の方。
Just as I'm about to reply with here, the door opens.
さっきの転校生。
Wait, really? I look toward the door along with the rest of my murmuring classmates. You've got to be shitting me. Yeah, sure, dude. Did I jinx myself by saying surely not earlier? Like, what's the point of being surprised by this? I don't get it. This guy is pissing me off. I'd hoped against hope that I'd be able to brush this off as impossible, but the girl who's just appeared has smashed that hope to smithereens. It's the very same maid who came falling out of the sky the other day. Wait, why is she still dressed like that? Where's her uniform?
なんだお前さん。私は小坂みより。いや、私は名前を聞いたわけじゃないんだが。メイド服は私の清掃。服装を突っ込んだわけでもないぞ。
Her voice is very familiar. I'm actually gonna take a look at who voice acts who she is. Let me see, where is Miyori? Okamoto Rie. Oh, she's Yukiko in Kara no Shoujo. In Pankatsu Akuma, she's Yu. So the Yuki Onna chick. She's Rito? What the? Really? She's Rito? Doesn't sound like Rito. That's impressive. That is actually pretty impressive. I guess out of all the games that I played, that's the only ones I know. She's been she's been voice acting for quite a while though. Almost been a decade. Or almost been 2 decades. 13 years.
今日からこのクラスに入る。よろしく。はあ？そんな面倒なこと聞いてないぞ。もう決まってる。そうは言ってもな。ものには順序ってものが。
Two members of staff show up as if on cue. The principal and vice principal, if I'm not mistaken. It must be important if the academy's two biggest big shots have come scurrying into our classroom.
なんですかお二人ともお揃いで。私はサボらずにちゃんと仕事をしてますよ。
Watch, these guys don't even have sprites, man, and aren't even voiced. Miss Rory's attitude doesn't change much even when she's talking to bigwigs, which somehow doesn't surprise me.
今日はそのことじゃない。なら私に何の用です
They don't even have lines?
この子がうちに
Brothers!
いや、それはちょっと。
This game is cheap in the most cheapest way. Holy shit, they don't even have lines that aren't voiced.
事情はわかりますが、これ以上の面倒はお断りです。
They're supposed to be here talking to us, and yet she's just replying to them as if we know what they're talking about.
私の昼寝は何人たりとも邪魔させませんよ。
This game is so lazy. It's just an extra text, come on. The anxious-looking principal then whispers something in Miss Rory's ear.
それ本当ですか
Upon doing so, the look on her face immediately changes.
ですが、そこはもうちょっと色ですね。
She's wiggling her fingers about. Is she making numbers with them?
もう一声、もう一声です。
Is this really happening? Are they conducting under the table negotiations in the middle of our classroom?
なら全部いいんですね。もちろんおかわりも。
Okawari? Okay. Yeah, seconds is right. I was wondering, like, why did she suddenly talk about seconds as in time? But no, it's like seconds as in when you're trying to get some
ええ、
more
そ
food.
れならいいでしょう。受けたまわります。
Whoa. You never expect to see a look that wicked in the face of an educator.
よしこそか、今日からよろしくな。
That wicked look is quickly replaced by a welcoming smile.
先生、彼女は一体。ああ、小坂は四つ菱財閥の関係者らしいぞ。
Okay, they're rich.
四つ菱財閥って。そう。違う。私はただのメイド。
The new kid is answering the class's onslaught of questions. Impressive.
じゃあ小坂、改めて一言よろしく。
You know, what's with your hair though? Why do you have like cat ear hairs?
私はここにある人物の調査監視のために来た。
The Yotsubishi conglomerate would force a school transfer just for that? Ah, damn.
それだけか。もうちょっと何かあるだろう。対象は敬愛するお嬢様が一目惚れした不届き者、もとい桜井空。
Oh, is that Matsuri then? So you're the mate, but Matsuri is your mistress? Who, me?
そうだぞ。じゃあみんなくれぐれも粗相のないように。特に桜井、お前さんな。
Oh, sorry about that. Why me? Hey, wait, what do you mean? I don't remember stealing anyone's heart. And I'm not involved in any rule-breaking relationships.
今さら言い逃れ。なんて見苦しい。
What lies? If that, like, small girl really was the heiress, there was no way that she would accept my freaking umbrella. She'd probably be inside of a car. Unless she ran away. I guess we'll see. Shio and Fujimiya stare icy daggers at me, paying no mind to the internal screaming that's going on in my mind. Why is it always me? All I want is to live my days in peace. But those peaceful days don't seem to want to live with me. Classes are finally over for today. I thought today would never end. During classes, I had Shio beside me, and during breaks, I had Kosaka behind me. Not to mention all of my other classmates constantly watching to see what happened. I haven't had a single moment to relax and let my guard down this entire day. For that matter, Kosaka is still lingering just in the corner of my eye. She changed into a normal uniform after introducing herself. So I have to wonder if it was worth making a song and dance about being a maid in first place. Our other classmates seem to agree with me. A few brave souls even asked her about it. The answer was generally along the lines of,
そういつも着てる他に答えようがない
there's no way this is just the maid. Right? Why the hell would the freaking conglomerate make this? I guess unless her mistress was the one that made her observe or something. Guess we'll see. Her curt responses quickly sink any curious questions. Meanwhile, I, being the target of Kosaka's alleged investigation, seem to have incurred more wrath than curiosity. Talk about getting caught in a crossfire. Christ. Now all my other classmates are monitoring me just as much as Kosaka is. She won't follow me to club, surely. Hopefully, my club room remains a safe place to escape to. My destination decided, I stand up from my desk.
おい桜井ちょっとこっち来な
Only for Miss Rory to call for me. She usually vanishes the moment homeroom is over, and she's got this wicked grin on her face, so I know I'm not going to like whatever's coming next. Sure, what is it? Head over to see her, and Kosaka and she will follow along behind me. I'm not the main character in a 16-bit RPG, damn it.
おやお前さんたちも来たかちょうどいいそれにしても小坂とはすっかり仲良しだな桜井
How in the world did you end up at that conclusion, Miss Rory?
つかず離れずべっとりじゃないかまあとはお前さんの親しみだけだな
Except I'm not warming up to her. You'd call this stalking.
ちょっとの違いだろ
You know what they say, even a small difference make a big one, miss. Why
は
am I calling just miss?
そっか
She's not listening.
でそんな桜井を見込んで一つ頼み事だ
I have no idea what expectations you've put in me, but how can I help?
転校生たちに校内を案内してやってほしい
And this is what I'm talking about too when I play other games, by the way. When you play when you play like Majikoi, you know for a fact that you don't really talk too much. You don't have a lot of narration because a lot of the characters carry the scenes by themselves without a lot of the main character's input. But in other games that aren't as good, in my opinion, you'd see the main character having to respond to almost everything. And it like bothers me. Do I have a choice? See, the thing is, some games where the main character actually thinks a lot makes it interesting. But this one doesn't have a very interesting main character. I don't think Sora is that deep of a character. So that's why I'm actually just bothered whenever I have to talk in his voice.
分かりきったことを聞くな桜井
Shio would be one thing, but Kosaka too?
一人でとは言わないから安心しろ藤宮もつける
She will.
というか最初は藤宮に頼むつもりだったんだが
Then why didn't you?
何お前さんも入れた方が面白そうだと思ってな
This goddamn teacher.
望月先生本当に彼も一緒なんですかなんだ藤宮は不満かいえそういうわけじゃないんですけど私は構いませんよ私も当人たちはいいみたいだぞ
What about if I mind?
それなら私もいいですけど一応ちゃんと理由もあるんだぞ小坂は監視対象から離れることなく案内を聞ける桜井はまあお前さんたち兄弟なんだし構わんだろ
There are teachers that care about their students, and then there are teachers that are like this.
待って二人って兄弟なんですかこれ言ってなかったか
We haven't told everyone yet.
そうですね私は知ってた
Hmm? That was an insane thing to drop so casually, was it not?
もし
Hey, don't go spreading rumors. Wait, I think they've already accepted the damn rumors as fact.
私も驚いたぞ。兄弟が同じクラスだなんて。でも転校してきた時は二人ともそんな感じには見えなかったのに。
Oh, that's because I didn't know yet.
私は知ってましたけどね。
Right. Crap, I probably said something I shouldn't have.
もしかして生き別れの兄弟とか？
If only it was that interesting, Rine.
なるほど。そういうのも面白いな。
It would have been more interesting to have a Yosuganosaurus sort of feel. But alas, no. This conversation has gone off in a weird direction. Miss Ruri isn't even trying to help matters. Instead, she's intentionally making them worse. We were technically separated from each other at one point, though.
どうします？兄さん。
Just leave them and it'll work itself out, probably.
でも結構な誤解をされてますよ、藤宮さん。
Yeah, but it's true that we are siblings, so it's fine.
だといいんですけど。なるほど。兄弟、兄と妹ね。
Fujimiya-san? She seems lost in thought.
そういうことだから任せたぞ。
I'll get it done, Miss Rory. Objecting is pointless, so I may as well get this over with as soon as possible.
ああ、それから桜井。
What is it this time?
特別教室等を案内するときは最後に地学準備室に来い。いいな。
What? Art Sciences Prep Room? The fuck is that? Sure, can do.
よし、ならいい。
She put out some sort of trap here? Right. I'm pretty sure she just smirked and chuckled to herself.
あら、さっさと行け。出ないと男どもの視線にくびり殺されるぞ。
Fine. The rest of the asswipes in my class have been glaring daggers of envy and bloodlust at me ever since Miss Rory summoned me. I suddenly don't want to turn around and deal with them, so it's time to do as I've been told and leave. We start with the building we're currently in, going through each floor and pointing out the water fountains, bathrooms, and locations of the stairs.
それでこの先が保健室よ。ああ、ここだったんですね。奥まったところにあるから少しわかりづらいわね。ここは校庭から直接出入りできるようになってるの。
You know, your nose looks pretty pointy from this angle, Rene.
そうなんですか。それじゃあ次に行きましょうか。はい。
Fujimiya is taking care of most of the tour, explanations included. I'm not even sure why I'm here.
何？
No, nothing.
そう。なら先に行って。
Yeah, now that I hear her more, I do hear Dorito in her voice. Yeah. The you, I guess I don't know. I guess it's been a while since I played that. Yukiko, I also don't remember much because even though she was sort of a main character in Karuna Shoujo 2, she didn't really appear much until maybe like the last half. Guess she's the pushy type.
桜井くん、何をしてるの？置いていくわよ。
I know. Come on, Kosaka. Kosaka nods, so I bring her quickly over to Fujimiya.
それにしても、あなたたち本当に兄弟なの？
What's that supposed to mean?
そのままの意味は。だって似てないんだもの。
Yeah, well, I would imagine not.
どういう意味？
Exactly what it sounds like.
兄さんとは両親が再婚して兄弟になったんです。だから血のつながりはないんですよ。
Weak! Cowards! What about real incest? What happens to true Viennes that don't care about stepbrothers or stepsisters?
そう。なら納得ね。
It's probably safer not to inquire as to what she means by that. The mental damage I would experience might be fatal if I did.
次は階段を登って渡り廊下から特別教室棟でいいかしらね。
I do think that Nemu was our blood-related sister. Yeah, I think so. I think the main character in that game is called Junichi. Junichi something. I don't remember the name, the full name. I guess Asakura, right? Because Nemu's the full name is Asakura Nemu. Go for it.
ならこの階段で上がりましょう。
These stairs are the closest ones to the sky bridge. What are you doing? Fujimiya goes first. She reaches the landing before turning around.
桜井くん、先に行ってもらえるかしら。
That's fine. But why?
あなたが後ろだと下からスカート覗かれそうだし。聞き捨てならない。事実？
Probably. Hell no. What? You think I'm some voyeur? Is that it?
別にそこまでは思ってないわよ。
if you were a Takuma, I'm gonna keep I'm gonna keep comparing you to Takuma, fuckboy. Why can't you be someone fun? Damn you.
でも桜井くんならやりかねないじゃない。
Sora, you're boring.
私もそう思います。
Embrace the lewdness. Embrace the pervertedness. Fine, whatever. I'll go first. Even though their accusations are entirely baseless, shit. I wouldn't be looking because I wanted to. I climbed the stairs in a half cowardly, half grumpy huff. What's up, Kosaka?
風。
What of it? I can't see why you paid any... Can't even see it because she has like... What are those? Are leggings the one that you actually put above? No, I don't think those are leggings. Leggings would only be up to the thighs. What is this, a garter belt, I guess? Or I guess stockings? I don't know what these are, dude. The mischievous wind chooses this moment to play that cliched old trick on the girl's skirts. Oh. Kosaka pins her down, avoiding any trouble. The other two don't make it, however. Shuta would likely be lamenting the fact that one girl got away right now. The two girls that failed to protect themselves turned to glare at me. How is this fair? Is the right side one Shio's? I didn't actually see hers.
桜井くん、いましたね。
Couldn't really see much with you covering it. So, but yes. No, what was I meant to say?
スカートの中をです。
Haha, I didn't see a thing.
声が若干上ずっているようだけど。
No, it isn't. Oh crap, it just cracked again.
兄さん、私からも一つ聞いていいですか？
Whatever do you want to ask, dearest sister?
私のって紫でしたよね。
No idea. Don't be absurd. Your panties were. Ugh. That's not fair, Shio. You tricked me.
語りに落ちた。またこの男は。やっぱりですか、兄さん。
Look, that wasn't my fault. Yes, I saw, but it was an act of God. I still like that sentence, though. I still like this translation. I don't know what the hell the original Japanese is, but I always like seeing the act of God. It was an act of God sentence.
でも兄さんのことだから喜んでいるんですよ。
Not really.
下着を凝視して喜ぶなんて、このけだ
It was like 1 second. How was I ogling? Never said that.
もの。どうだか。
Well, this isn't swell. These two are such good friends. They're in sync
や
now.
っぱり桜井くんは不潔です。ええ、女の敵です。
Yeah. So the reason they're such good friends is because they found a common enemy, huh? I'm happy that my little sister has made a friend already, but I just wish they weren't uniting over their hatred of me. Kosaka, for her part, just stares at me. What?
変態、不届き者。
No need to kick me while I'm down.
そういえば、二人とも入る部はもう決めたのかしら？
We just finished showing the new students the music room when Fujimiya asks this.
部活ですか？
Yes, all students at this academy have to be part of a club.
転校してきたばかりでよくわからないと思うのだけど、これも校則なのよ。
Minamori Academy's rules follow the template you'd expect them to.
そうなんですね。ということは、兄さんも？
Yeah, I used to be in the freaking choir club. And yeah, you actually do have to be in a club too. Or not really a club, but more like extracurriculars, right? You have to at least be on one. And I was actually on 3 back in the day. I was also in the English debate club, but I was mostly a ghost member there. And then what was the other one? I forgot. Yeah, I did go to 3 though, but I forgot what else I was at. Yep, sure am.
もちろん、私もね。
At the end of the 3rd year, I was only at the English debate club because that one was where you can actually, yeah, become a ghost member. You can still get points. Well, not points, but they wouldn't mark you as absent as long as you know someone there that could, you know, mark you as there.
小坂さんはどの部活にするんですか？私はもう決まってる。そうなんですか。
You know, we have more or less finished showing them around the academy.
桜井さんが良ければ部活の方も見て回りましょうか。はい、それじゃあお願いしてもいいですか？ええ、喜んで。
We should start with the places that are running today. To start with, the music room up ahead is home to the choir club. What the? This is a very simplistic bird's eye view of the school. The school is pretty big though. It has quite a large space. It has multiple buildings. The nearby home economics room hosts the cookery club. The science labs house the chemistry club. And we finish our tour by seeing the art and manga clubs in the art rooms. Yeah, there's actually a manga club too in my school. And I do think a lot of the otakus are there for the most part. I don't know. I don't think it's as friendly for being a ghost member as the English debate club. This finally sees us heading over to the Earth Sciences room. What is this? The astronomy club, which I'm part of, is here. I think there is an astronomy like thing in my school, but it's not very popular. There's probably like 1 or 2 people.
へえ、天文部って活動してたのね。
But there was someone who was smart enough to be able to compete in competitions and stuff for astrology. Hey, we're a genuine club, just a small one. Come to think of it, Miss Rory told us to come here last. I forgot about that, but I guess it worked out. I've never really been interested in stars. But I don't know. I guess I was just more down-to-earth kind of guy. Ooh, that's surprisingly very well-equipped. What's up?
あ、ソラちゃん、ルリちゃん、みんな来ました。
Who's Rory?
ああ、そうか。
Oh yeah,
待っ
you.
てたぞ、お前さんたち。
It kind of baffled me because she called her Chan. Right, their teacher.
遅えぞ、ソラ。
Sorry, we ended up showing them around all the clubs soon.
おお、それは好都合だ。
Miss Rory smirks. I guess she just wants everyone to join this club.
遠慮せずに入ってくれ。歓迎するぞ。
Shiyoko, Saka, and Fujimi all get ushered into the club room. Guess I should do the introductions. First up, our advisor is the Earth Sciences teacher, Miss Rory. What the fuck is Earth Sciences? Just say science or something. What the fuck is Earth Sciences?
よろしく。
The club currently consists of 3 members, me, Shuta, and Koiwai Senpai.
セナさんも天文部なんですね。
Is sciences even a word, by the way? I'm gonna Google this up. Is sciences a word? It sounds so weird for me to pronounce. To like say. Sciences? Sciences. I guess it is a word, but it's so weird. Natural sciences. It's so weird. It only gave me an AI overview, though. I don't know. This is probably a very uncommon word, even if it is a word.
そうだよ。
ねえ、俺は俺も天文部なんだぜ。
杉野くんもなんですね。
うん、そうなんだ。
Way to turn off a girl, Shuta. Turn a girl off. There we go.
それでどんな活動をしているの？
It was just getting to that.
それはこれを見てくれよな。
Shooter drags a display board out in front of everyone.
すごい。これ全部星空よね。綺麗。
The board is home to a whole host of photos of starry skies. We usually keep them stored away, so they must have prepared this in advance.
これはね、全部天文部で撮ったものなんだよ。そうなんですか。いいなあこれ。ええ、そうね。
こんな感じで俺たちは星を観測してるんだ。
We study the positions and movements of the stars and check that they're all as expected.
あとはね、流星群の季節は合宿もするんだよ。
Staying the night at the academy and waiting to see the shooting stars is pretty damn cool if you ask me.
なんかいいですね。
I'm glad Chio seems to be showing an interest.
どうだお前さんたち。うちに入る気になったか？私は入る。よしよし、歓迎するぞ小坂。
I guess you already researched that this is the club we are in.
別にもともと桜井空を監視するつもりだったから。
Oh, right. She's really sticking to that, huh?
ところで合宿って学園でお泊まりなのよね。
They do.
普段は別々に暮らしてる男女が一つ屋根の下、くんずほぐれつ星を待つんだぜ。
くんずほぐれつ。ねえそらちゃん、今年は一緒に寝よっか。一緒に寝るですって。
Nah, I'll have to pass on that, as usual.
もうそらちゃんも行けず。
セナさんのお誘いを断るとか、ひょっとしてお前玉なしなのか？
That's strange. I thought I'd give the most appropriate answer given the situation.
だったらセナさん、俺が空の代わりを務めます。
それは大丈夫かな。
さいですか。けど今年は女子が増えるし、まだワンチャンある。
Honestly, sorry about that, Fujimiya-san. We got a little off topic. Fujimiya-san, she's staring at all of us.
やっぱり無視できない。
Huh?
この部から不純異性交友の予感がします。
How did you jump to that conclusion?
望月先生、私も天文部に入ります。そうか、藤宮も入るか。
I guess she's like the template of that girl from To Love Ru. What was her name again? The one that always says Harenchi. You know, about how shameless acts are going around in school. Kotegawa, I think, is her name. Is it Kotegawa Yui? It might be. I think that's like her template, right? I don't know who like Senna is based on. Yeah, maybe all of these like main heroines are a template of characters that are well established already in the anime world. But yeah, she is definitely reminding me of that chick in To Love Ru, this Rine girl. Huh? I thought you were already in a club, Fujimiya-san.
見物すればいいだけでしょ。あなたのような男を野放しにしたら、どんなハレンチなことが起こるかわからないもの。
Yeah, see, Harenchi. That's what she said. It's so stupid. What am I, a sex fiend?
いいじゃないか。面白くなってきたぞ。
Cheh, anything goes as long as Miss Rory gets her kicks out of it. The Fujimiya did seem to have an interest in what we do here, so I guess it works out well enough. We don't have many members, so I'm glad to get some new ones.
桜井妹、お前さんはどうする？私は
Shio's gaze wavers. It's okay. You don't have to give your answer right now. You can check out some other clubs before deciding.
そうですね。
Shall we go look at the other club rooms for now? At the other club rooms now then?
そうね。私も最後まで付き合います。桜井空が行くなら私も行く。
There you have it. We'll be heading off now.
今日は星見るんだからちゃんと後で来いよ。
I'll be there.
いってらっしゃい。
The astronomy club member sees us off. See us off. Is that something that we do weekly or every single day? We don't do this every single day. I feel like I might have given this club the provincial treatment with my explanation. But hey, this is my home base. It deserves it. We all have our biases, Sora. After leaving the astronomy club, I showed him around the sports clubs practicing in the courtyard and gymnasium. This completes our tour of the academy. That should be all the clubs that are in session today. What do you think, Shio? See any you like?
やっぱりいきなりは難しいかしらね。はい。運動は苦手とかじゃないんですけど。
It's awkward joining in the middle of second year.
文化系だとどうかしら。
I mean, if you were good, I don't think it would be awkward at all.
どこも楽しそうだとは思いましたけど、やっぱり。
Yeah, makes you wish not joining was a club. Joining was a club. Joining a club? Oh my god, that's such a big typo. Joining a club was an option, huh? Apparently some madmen actually made a do-nothing club a little while back. It's getting late, so how about we head home for now? Showing them around took quite a while.
そうしましょうか、桜井さん。
Shio?
兄さん、お願い聞いてくれる？
Your wish is my command. Just say the word.
星見たいの。
You would?
ほら、この後見るんでしょ？
Yeah, sure.
だったら私も混ぜてもらえないかなって。
I don't mind, but it means you'll be leaving really late. And we're currently in the presence of the #1 Academy Rules Guardian.
別に問題ないんじゃないかしら？
Wait, really? She's the biggest stickler for the rules I know. What gives?
校則で禁じられているのは理由のない残留です。天文部は活動の許可をきちんと学園から取っているのでしょ？
Of course it does.
なら体験入部扱いで望月先生から追加の承認をしてもらえば問題ないわよ。兄さん、それじゃあ。
Sure, you can take part.
よかった。シニアさん、ありがとうございます。
She just said she wants to see the stars though, not necessarily join our club.
私は何も。
So she's kinda hitchhiking our permission, right? To stay late. Your advice alone is something to be grateful for, class rep. I thought she was a total square, but it turns out she can be flexible at times too.
どういたしまして。それじゃあ私は帰るわね。
Hold your horses.
何かしら。
You're coming stargazing with us, Fujimiya-san.
でも私は。
Announced that you were joining the club earlier, yes?
だけどまだ正式には。
You literally just said we could call it a trial session. I want to thank you for helping out with the tour anyway.
そうですね。私もです。そう。わかりました。そういうことなら私もご一緒させてもらいましょう。
Most people would actually be annoyed that they would have to go back from school that late.
ぜひ。
They'd probably go home at like what, 9 p.m.? Jesus. Who wants to go back from school at 9 p.m.? Hell no. Latest I went back was probably 6. That was when a lot of the other sports people would be done. Just one last thing. I turned to Kosako, who's been standing silently behind us. You're coming too, yeah?
当然
Great. That's that then. We head over to join the rest of the astronomy club. Alright, after this, we're probably gonna call it an episode. Coming out onto the roof, we find everyone else already waiting for us.
ソラちゃんおかえり。みんなも来たんだね。はい。よろしくお願いします。じゃあこっちに来てくれるかな。
Senna beckons the three girls toward her.
小坂はともかく残りの2人も連れてくるとはさすがだな、桜井。
Did you have to make it sound like I'm some pickup artist? Very big typo once again. God. This is beyond QC, guys. Whoa, they must have rushed. The only thing I could come into conclusion when like seeing this many typos in this release is they must have rushed this release. Like Samantha did say that she wanted to release this in June, right? And they did make the deadline for June 26th. Or 26th. Yeah, 26th, right? But man, they really need to QC some more.
そうか？才能あるぞ、お前さんは。
I wish I didn't.
ま、上出来だよ。これで部員は確保できるだろう。
Don't count your chickens before they hatch. They haven't agreed yet.
だったら、お前さんがその一押しをするんだよ。
Missouri shoves me in the back. Ouch.
ほら、行きな。星空が待ってる。
Shit. I head over to everyone else while rubbing my back.
来たな、空。望遠鏡の準備はできてるぞ。
Boenkyo is telescope? Great, thanks.
早速なんか見るか？
First time I heard about them being telescopes, Boenkyo. What they're called, I mean. Sorry, I know you went to the trouble of setting them up, but...
どうした？
Look. The three girls are all looking up at the night sky beside Senna. The smiles on their faces show how much fun they're having. I don't think we need them just yet.
そうだな。
ソラちゃんもシュウタ君もこっちへおいでよ。
I mean, I don't know whether or not in the more suburban, or not suburbs, I guess, the more countryside areas in Japan, where light pollution is a lot less, you can still see stars or not. But when I was in Japan, I don't think I saw stars. But I was in Tokyo, though. Come on, we've been summoned.
Oh.
We all stand in a row, looking up at the same sky.
あれって一番星ですか？そう。またの名を宵の名所、金星だね。
What? You can't see Venus. There's no way you can see Venus without a telescope.
そこからちょっと離れて月の向こう側。大きくて明るいのがスピカだよ。
What the fuck? This is clearly not possible.
乙女座の？そうよ。よく知ってるね。
Huh. Wasn't expecting Kosaka to know anything about the constellations.
お嬢さんたち、星もいいけど月が綺麗ですね。
どうせ杉野には遠くて手が届かんだろうよ。
ひどい。
What the hell is Shuta playing at? Hmm? Something specific you're looking for? What is this, Bakemonogatari? Oh, that's over there. I trace a finger over the stars in the sky to show Shio the constellation. Vega and Deneb are visible, but I think Altair needs a little longer.
そっか。残念。
It'll be visible soon enough. We just need to wait. Imagine Shio's eyes will be glued to the sky for the next good while. What about everyone else? I break my gaze from the night sky and take a look around. Shio. And Kosaka make up all of our trial members, and they all seem to be enjoying themselves. In fact, the smiles on their faces saw me they're guaranteed to join the club. And then there's me. I look back up at the sky. Far above are a million sparkles, all set against the dark backdrop of the sky. The stars are falling. At least, that's the way the sky full of stars looks to me. The world above in an endless expanse of deep blue. A sea of stars. Yeah, that's the name of a game. Wait, what the hell? That's already it? Well, that's the opening. We're zooming in there. This movie is loud, by the way, so I'm gonna lower it for you guys. There you go. You know that this game is prioritizing like itchy stuff because they just keep zooming in on the panties. This just looks silly. Yeah, I saw that. All right, I guess it was a 3 hour-ish, maybe a 4 hour like prologue. And then this is probably the common route. But I am probably just gonna showcase this game right there only. I feel like after playing through just enough of the game, I know enough what the game's what the game has to offer, and it's not it's not serious enough for me when it probably goes into the serious stuff, and it's not dumb enough for me when it goes to the comedy stuff. I feel like Karigurashi Renai was a very good balance of idiotic, and sometimes they have some serious stuff. And the serious stuff, even then, is not really that serious. It was mostly like going all in on the idiotic and comedy stuff. And I enjoy that. I enjoy that a lot more. And this game doesn't feel like it has a lot of things that I really look for in a story. It's probably, I don't know, it's probably going to be mid at best. Maybe have some good 8 scenes. If I were to play this game, I'd probably just play through like Shio's route, maybe to get the 8 scenes. I'm talking about if I was to play this when I was younger, if I picked this up. But yeah, as a showcase, I think this is good enough of where I'm gonna like showcase it for you guys. If you guys are curious about the game, do get it on Steam or wherever the hell. You can also get it from, let's see, I believe Kagami Games also have stuff in Manga Gamer and stuff. Let's see where they put their games. You can get it on Jazz. Yeah, they have stuff in Jazz and also Steam. I don't think they actually have it in Manga Gamer. But yeah, if you guys are interested, get the game yourself, play it. I've already shown you guys what I want to show, I guess, which is just the prologue. I don't think I'll be playing this like whatsoever. Like I said, unlike Karigurashi Renai, the main character and me, it just doesn't jive. We're not in sync. This main character is too boring. It's too much like the typical, harem protagonist MC. And I'm like, yeah, no thanks. There's loads of other stories like this. It's just a different girl with different face, right? And maybe a different sort of world going on. But at the end, it's just going to be us having sex with them or whatever the hell. But okay, with that said, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Give this video a like if you guys like it. A sub if you guys haven't. I'm not really gonna plug the Patreon here because there's really not much for me to plug on Patreon for this series. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this showcase. This is done. If you guys want to see Wataru Mono, the first episode should be up on Patreon, but it won't be up for you guys on YouTube until probably next year. it's There's like lots of video backlog that I have to put before you guys can see like my new stuff. Magikoi is almost done. It's probably about 70% done. And then I'm gonna go jump straight to Magikoi S. And then yeah, after that is when Otaru Mono is gonna be uploaded on YouTube, which I'm not sure when. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys on the next one. See ya.